Hi, I just got back from Mount Emei, and I have to say it was breathtaking. But what really caught my attention was that we've also mentioned that it's the sacred site of Samantabhadra. So I want to ask you, who exactly is Samantabhadra in Buddhism?
That's a great question. Samantabhadra, or Puxian Pusa, is known as the Bodhisattva of great practice and vows. He represents action in the Buddhist path, not just meditation or wisdom, but the embodiment of compassion through deeds.
Interesting. Is that why Mount Emei is linked with him?
There's a traditional legend. During the Eastern Han Dynasty, there was an elderly man named Pu Gong who often climbed Mount Emei to gather herbs and treat others for free. One morning at Sheshen Rock, he witnessed a radiant figure riding a six-tusked white elephant adorned with jeweled ornaments. It was Samantabhadra appearing in the light. Pugong was amazed and reported it to the monks, but when they came, the vision had vanished. Since then, Mount Emei has been honored as the sacred site of Samantabhadra.
Wow, that's magical. But I also noticed that in other temples, Samantabhadra often appears alongside another bodhisattva. I think it's called Manjushri, Wenshu Pusa, I think. What does Manjushri do?
Exactly. Manjushri, or Wenshu Posa, represents wisdom. He's usually shown with a sword that cuts through ignorance. While Samantabhadra represents action, Manjushri is all about deep insight and understanding.
So, if I understand it right, Samantabhadra represents great action, and Manjushri represents great wisdom. And one rides a six-tusked white elephant, and the other rides a lion.
Perfect summary. And both of them often appear beside Shakyamuni Buddha, forming what's known as the three sages of Avatamsaka, 华严三圣.
You mentioned Shakyamuni Buddha. Who's that?
Shakyamuni Buddha, also known as Siddhartha Gautama, is the founder of Buddhism. He attained enlightenment under the Bodhi tree and spent his life teaching the path to liberation from suffering. In many Buddhist traditions, he is considered the supreme teacher, and figures like Samantabhadra and Manjushri are his close disciples or companions, helping to illustrate different aspects of the Buddhist teachings.
Oh, you mean Shakyamuni, right?
Exactly, that's right. Shakyamuni is just another name for Siddhartha Gautama, referring to him as the sage of the Shakyas, the clan into which he was born.
Okay, so these are the 华严三圣, but 就华严三圣 includes Shakyamuni, Samantabhadra, and Manjushri. But what about Guanyin Pusa, Guanyin Bodhisattva? How is she related to them?
Good point. Guanyin Bodhisattva is not part of the Avatamsaka trio, but she plays a key role in another important group, the Western Three Sages from Pure Land Buddhism. This group includes Amitabha Buddha, Avalokitesvara Guanyin, and Mahastamaprapta Dashiji. Together, they represent light, compassion, and wisdom, and welcome believers to the Pure Land.
Can you repeat that in Chinese?
当然可以。观音菩萨并不属于华严三圣，但他在另一个重要组合中扮演核心角色，那就是净土宗的西方三圣。西方三圣包括阿弥陀佛、观音菩萨和大势至菩萨，象征着光明、慈悲和智慧，一起接引信众往生极乐世界。
Okay, now I see. I always thought every bodhisattva was Guanyin, but actually she's just one of the many. And I've actually been to her sacred mountain. It's Mount Putuo in Zhejiang. But I am still confused. Why are there so many different worlds in Buddhism? It sounds a bit fragmented to me.
That's a really good question. Actually, Shakyamuni Buddha described a vast cosmic view, a universe filled with countless realms, each ruled by a different Buddha or Bodhisattva. These worlds aren't random, they reflect different paths of practice and levels of awakening. Some focus on wisdom, some on compassion, some on vows. That's why we have Avatamsaka with Samantabhadra and Manjushri, and also Pure Land with Guanyin, Amitabha, and Mahastamaprapta.
Wow, I've learned so much already. But I keep seeing other Buddhas or Bodhisattvas in temples. Are they each from different worlds too? For example, 弥勒佛 or 药师佛，还有 and 地藏王。
Great observation. Not all of them belong to the same type of cosmic world. For example, Maitreya is said to be in the Tusita heaven now, waiting to be born in our world as the next Buddha. The medicine Buddha, or Yao Shifo, rules over the Eastern pure lapis lazuli world, focusing on healing and longevity. And Kṣitigarbha, or Dizangwang, is unique because he works mainly in the hell realms, vowing not to become a Buddha until all beings in hell are saved.
So you mean not every Buddha or Bodhisattva lives in the world created by Shakyamuni?
Exactly. While Shakyamuni Buddha described a vast cosmic structure, many Buddhas and Bodhisattvas are associated with different realms or fulfill unique vows and roles across these realms. They each contribute to the broader Buddhist universe in their own ways.
Okay. For me, I like 弥勒佛 the most because he is always smiling. How to pronounce 弥勒佛 in English?
You can pronounce Milo Fo as Maitreya in English. It's typically pronounced as Maitreya. And you're right, Maitreya is often depicted with a big, joyful smile, symbolizing happiness and benevolence.
Maitreya. Okay. I thought he is some Buddha, meaning you can be happy every day. So from what you have said, he is actually the future representative of Shakyamuni. Am I right?
Yes, that's correct. Maitreya is considered the future Buddha who will appear in our world to teach the Dharma after the teachings of Shakyamuni Buddha have faded. His joyful and compassionate nature symbolizes the hope and happiness that he will bring when he comes to guide beings to enlightenment.
Why do you say that Shakyamuni will fade?
In Buddhist tradition, it is believed that the teachings of each Buddha go through cycles of flourishing and decline. Over a very long period of time, the impact of Shakyamuni Buddha's teachings is said to gradually diminish as people move away from the Dharma. Maitreya is prophesied to come at that time to renew and revitalize the teachings, bringing the Dharma to the world once more.
Okay, thank you. Finally, can you summarize the possibility? I don't know how to say 职能，就 I want you to summarize 每个菩萨或者佛陀的代表的职能 so that I can know which one I should pray to.
Of course, here's a quick summary of the key roles or qualities each of the major Buddhas and Bodhisattvas represents.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Anytime.
Okay, bye for now.
Bye for now. Talk to you soon.